I don't know, like I was saying, test, I don't know. My shit stopped broadcasting because I realized I was connected to the Wi-Fi and I don't know if it was. Regardless. So I'm cleaning up my laptop or whatever. I'm just waiting on this car. I'm about to have a feast tonight, nigga. That's how good I feel. I'm loading up, I'm cleaning up my like phone and shit, cleaning up all this energy, da-da-da-da.
Continue on Tryon Road.
So what I realized was I closed the project. And I was like, no fucking, I was like, holy shit. I was like, wait. I remember I closed it and I was like, wait, which project is it? Because I have like 3 duplicates. I be doing that shit. And I opened all the projects and it's not there. And I'm like, nah. I'm like, hell no. I'm like, I know. I'm like, I remember saving that shit. I remember saving that shit, but I didn't know if I clicked something. You know how like you can have something there, but if you overwrite some shit, it'll save as whatever the fuck you accidentally did. I'm like, I don't know what happened, so I'm just trying to figure out. Nigga, I just spent maybe 2 hours at least trying to like recover this fucking file. I'm tweaking, boy. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, right? Like I'm like tweaking. I'm like, yo, I'm on the verge of crying, my nigga. Real shit. I'm not gonna hold you. I was on the verge of crying, which is another trigger for me. I'm like, no. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I'm doing everything. I'm ChatGPT. I'm on the internet. I'm on YouTube. I'm trying to do all this shit. It's not fucking working. It's not fucking working. I'm like, yo, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I'm going through each project I have. It's not fucking there. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Right? So then this guy, I'm doing all this shit. I'm not finding it. I'm doing all this shit ChatGPT saying it's like, go in here, copy this. I'm going through all the backup files. I didn't have backups on because, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know you had to turn that shit on. Like, I remember FL already has it on. That shit, every project you work on got a fucking backup, even if you don't save the shit, right? So, I'm like, you gotta be fucking whole time. No, not the whole time. In and out, my intuition comes in and out. Because I'm getting angry. Like, I'm getting, like, fed up. Because I'm like, yo, this some fuck shit. Like, this some bullshit. I didn't be trying too hard. I'm like, ain't no fucking way. Right? That's how I'm feeling inside. And I'm just suppressing it. I'm like, no, I'm not going to tweak out. It's here. My intuition is saying I'm good. Like, it's saying, like, I'm good. So a part of me is like, all right, then where is this project at? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm not finding it. And I'm like, I'm not giving in to, like, giving up. I'm just going in and in, nigga. It's hours going by, like, looking for this shit. I'm like, what the fuck? And my intuition is still saying, like, I'm fine. So then we get to this last video, and then I realized, okay, I might not be able to save the project, but I might be able to save, like, the timeline, right? I might be able to save the timeline, which is fine. Because in my head, I'm like, yo, if I save the timeline, I don't know if the timeline saves the music, but the music's fine. Like, the audio is fine. Audio's fine. I don't give a fuck. I could just put the audio right back in. That's not a problem. But I need those clips to be trimmed and edited to the way that they were. And I'm like, yo, where the fuck is this file? And I'm not finding it. And this guy was showing me this thing. He was like, well, I realized, I'm like, he helped me realize that I had something I needed. And it was like where they saved the timeline. And so when I went into that, right, because I had already found it, but this shit is all over the place. Like, it's confusing me. It's got me all over. And then I fucking go into it, and then he goes, oh, to click the timeline, to import this timeline. Because I'm like, oh, I have the timeline. Like, watching this last video, I'm like, yo, I have the timeline. So I could still save this shit. Like, I could still get it, and everything should be fine. I just might have to bring the audio back in. And he goes, I'm like, how the fuck did he import the timeline? Like, how the fuck did he click that shit? I go to click on timeline, and there's 2 timelines up there.
Turn right on another drive.
On the project. I must have made like an original timeline, and I must have made a new timeline. My project was right there. I don't know why that shit closed. I don't know why it went to the other timeline. Whole time my project was right there. I'm like, yo, oh my God. I'm in there like, yeah. Mind you, I'm in somebody else's house and shit, and it's like, I don't know who's here, so I'm like, still keep my voice. I'm on some like whisper shit. I'm like, yes, my fucking project. Yo, because I'm like, yo, I wasn't gonna be able to put it to how it was. I don't do shit like, I do a lot of things that just, I click the fuck away. and then it ends up how it ends up because that's how it resonates with me. I don't sit here and I may remember this exact digit. No, nigga, I'm not gonna remember that shit. Yo, I was hyped, nigga. I'm like, let's fucking go. The whole time my intuition was telling me I was fine. Now I have to speak on this because this is why I felt like it was a test and review. And I think the biggest aspect, regardless of test review, is showing me that I've grown and my capacity got better. Because I'm gonna tell you, there were times where when I felt like I failed, I would go to like my mom, or I go to video games, or I go to that girl, I go jack off. And that feeling popped up, and I said, fuck you. And I was like, fuck you, I'm not doing that shit. I don't care if I gotta recreate this shit, bitch. I was like, I'm not doing that shit, dog. I'd already been down that road. Fuck that road. Like, that's how I was feeling. Let me call it that. Right? That's how I was feeling. I was like, fuck, I will recreate this shit. Right? Because mind you, this deadline that I've been told to do this is very close. I was like, I don't give a fuck if I have to recreate this shit. Because I had half of it. Right? On the thing I thought I at least had half of it. I was like, I'll just have to make it better than the fucking original, the thing that I did. I was like, I don't care. My intuition was like, no. And I was getting mad. I was like, what the fuck you mean no? Where is this project, nigga? This deadline is here. The intuition the whole time was telling me I was good. So I jumped back because in those times where I did fold to myself, or I did something stupid, I did this and the other, my intuition did tell me in these times that I was fine. It told me in these times that I was fine. The one thing I will say is,
in 1,000 feet, turn right onto Columbus Avenue.
There's no... Yeah, I remember this turn. It was next. So I did this last time. I was like, what the fuck is this? Yeah.
Turn right onto Columbus Avenue. Then turn left onto Capu Avenue.
It actually let me walk away from the opportunity. It said Columbus, man. It actually let me walk away from the opportunity. Now that I've gotten stronger and I've listened to my intuition more, it don't let me do that. Right? And that shit will say, you stay the fuck right here and look at this shit. Like, it'll be that strong. It didn't do that time. So, I don't know.
Turn left onto Capu Avenue.
And I'll also say, I could feel intuitively where that first, like, opportunity was. That, like, sometimes, like, I'm getting past it and realizing it wasn't for me. Because it brought me the same type of energy that...
Head southeast on Capu Avenue.
I went to with something else.
Feet, turn left onto Crossroads Boulevard.
That shit be pissing me off when it's... I know I need it, but it be pissing me off when it start talking. In the middle of me talking, right? So, I gotta make a left here.
Turn left onto Crossroads Boulevard.
And I see how it ended, right? And I know I'm a little all over the place, but there's a lot of shit that I want to speak on with this. I have several different intuitive points, right? That I can talk to, I can go to. They let me go?
Continue on Crossroads Boulevard for half a mile.
So, what I realized is with this opportunity, that first one, it only really resonated at one place, right? From what I remember, it resonated at that one place. And when I just had an experience of doing something when it resonated at that one place, at first things were good, it was amazing, it was like really cool, but then it always has that turn where something happens that you had no control over. And it just makes you leave that shit. I'm like, okay, that's basically showing me, I'm not putting this on. That's basically showing me that, oh, they're running the fuck out of, like, I'm chilling right now. I'm in a very, like, my nervous system is kind of like heightened. And it kind of showed me that. So eventually, like, it would have been good at first, and then something would have happened, it would have made me leave. Whatever, right? So what I realized is, and what happens is, too, and this is what I want to speak on, when you're around people and you start getting, like, these weird comments where it seems like they being condescending or it's like that, I used to look at this as, like, it's just spirits, like, being weird. Nigga, that is your higher self using, like, these people in that low vibrational energy to show you ain't supposed to be here. That's all it's doing. It's just saying you are not supposed to be here. You need to leave. You're not supposed to be here. Yeah, this is nice, this is cool, but this is not where you spiritually belong. That's it. I don't give a fuck who it's coming from. I don't give a fuck what they saying. It's you. It's your higher self saying, get the fuck out of here. You don't belong here. That's all it is. I don't give a fuck what someone does to you, what they say to you, how they make you, what? Make it laugh. I don't give a fuck what they say, what they do, how they make you feel. I don't give a fuck. It's you. It's you. It's your higher self allowing that shit. And I knew this before, but it's so much. It is so much.
Turn left,
but
then turn right.
They do have a tropical. I don't think I went the right way. I think I turned too early.
Head southeast.
If that... Bitch! I never make the wrong turn, nigga. This the shit I'm talking about. I never make the wrong turn, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? This shit right here, nigga. I'm closer than I was yesterday. Yo, fuck. And I discovered there's a tropical smoothie, nigga. I'm in here. I'm fucking lit, nigga. Yo, that shit just made my day. Because oh my God, I thought it was over, nigga. I'm telling you, I was on the verge of tears, my nigga. I thought it was over. Like, I truly thought it was over. I'm like, yo, I fucked up. Like, I fucked it up.
Your destination is on the
And
right.
even though I was willing to do whatever it is I needed to do, like, it didn't matter. Like, I just was so... I felt, like, so angry that it was just like, I can't believe this happened. And I was kind of like, why would my intuition allow this to happen? Like, why the fuck would you allow this to happen? It's funny, I disassociated, like, my intuition, not me. I was like, why the fuck would it allow this to happen? Nothing happened, dog. So again, it's you. It's nobody else, it's you. I don't give a fuck who they are. Don't personalize that shit. It's your higher self. If it happened, your higher self allowed that shit, dog. Your higher self allowed that shit. If your intuition didn't stop it, and it happened, it was meant to happen. And it might not be the perception you think it is. You smell me? It's really, damn, Teslas are so beautiful. So beautiful. It's really that simple. It's really that simple, my nigga. It's that simple. That shit happened for a fucking reason. It's that simple. Right? And now I go to say this because the first time this came around, it just goes to show me, like, I was good, bro. I didn't have the capacity to maintain the proper perspective, perception, whatever. Right? I didn't have it. And at the same time, like, I gotta forgive myself, dog. Like, there's no point in me harping on it. Right? But it just go to show me, like, you gotta be aligned spiritually. I don't give a fuck what it is. I don't give a fuck what physically, nothing. You gotta be aligned spiritually. That shit is it's like the over of everything. Like, it's like everything is under this. So if this is right, everything under it will be right. Go there first. Nothing else fucking matters. Nothing else. Nigga, I thought I was... Oh, God, thank God, bro. I'm so happy. I got food immediately. Yo, man, I'm telling you, I was on the verge of crying. I was like, there's no fucking way. Because I've been putting in work. So that shit's showing me, like, I've grown. Like, oh, you've grown. And it's very simple, bro. Growth happens very easily. You quite literally just need to be in your own energy. It's that simple. It's that simple. And there was something else I was going to go into. So it's like, it's showing me, like, I've grown, I've gotten stronger, and I've got this, that, and the other. So my thing now is just, yo, thank God. Because I was like, I really didn't want to do that shit again. I was going to do it regardless, but thank God. Thank God. Right, here's why I keep saying this, right? I say this because I made a video basically exposing my own skeletons, right? And I know from a logical standpoint how insane it sounds, right? I know how insane that shit sounds. At least it sounds so to me. I'm very, you know how autistic people are very hyper, like, justice, and there's only good and bad. Like, I'm very much like that. So when you start seeing yourself as, wow, like, you really did become like a villain, or you became like that, it's hard for somebody like me. You know, it is hard because I'm very ones and zeros. I'm very 100 or nothing. And it's like, my intuition is like saying, like, you're good, bro. Nature is like, you're good. Like, you're cleared with us. We judged you on a soul level, and you're good. And it's like, even though I know that, it's the remaining, like, grounding and accepting of that. Having the capacity to accept that. I don't even feel like I have the capacity right now to accept that. Could you imagine you being able to sense nature, the ocean, the trees, all of this, and it actually talking to you? And it's saying, like, you good? Right? Can I speak up? It's very similar to... It's very similar to an Avatar: The Last Airbender when Aang and Zuko got judged by the dragons. Right? Look at Zuko's entire life. And the dragons judged them as worthy. Nigga, nature's literally judging me as worthy. This is why a part of me, and I'm growing into this, I don't give a fuck about what nobody's talking about. Because anybody that's, like, harping on you, it's either a demon or they not in tune with nature. I don't care about what anyone else those things, bro. But I don't care, right? I could go very deep into that in a logical standpoint. The mind develops slower. So if you, there's a movie. Can I talk about it? Wow. There's a movie I watched when I was younger, probably after high school, and it was a horror movie, and it was about this woman. She got hired. It's a horror movie. She got hired to work at these people's mansion, and they basically was like, we just want you to care after. I think it was something like we just want you to care after this little puppet doll shit. Oh my God, no, don't get started. Oh, like let me just have that. Right, so it was. She was literally being paid to take care of this little puppet doll sitting in a room. Like, she had to treat it like a real boy. And then one day, like mind you, I think it was only her at the house now. Like they were leaving or some shit. Mind you, she left the fucking puppet doll in a room, and when she came back, that bitch was gone. That bitch was gone. We was like, what the fuck? And then she eventually goes back to the room, and like it was back or some shit, right? So lo and behold, what happened is, wow, and this is how much it resonates. Lo and behold, what happened is this puppet doll represented their son they had that they said like died and all this, that, and the other shit. And what the fuck else happened after that? He like died or some shit. It comes to find out that nigga was alive, and they was basically like raising him in the house, but they wasn't actually raising the nigga. Like the nigga looked like he was like 40, but he had like the mind of a child because he was not exposed to the world or nothing like that, right? So he was still like a child, just running through like the behind the foundation of the house, right? So behind, like, he had like mirrors he could go into, like he could open the mirror and it would show you the foundation of the house that keeps the house. So he was running through that shit, right? But it's like that, like, right? Do we judge that nigga, right? Like, there's people in the world who actually have problems and issues like that, and my mind keeps trying to, not my mind, but that energy that needs to be healed is like, oh, you're just trying to justify. No, I'm giving you actual explanations so that niggas can heal and understand this shit at the same time. Because when you do that, you start to let go of blaming yourself, nigga. You let go of that shit. You let go of this, that, and the other. You literally let go of all that shit. But it is like that. The mind developed at a different time. PTSD, I think he like killed somebody when he was younger or some shit, and they tried to hide him, right? They just say like, oh, he died, but he didn't die. Like, they just tried to hide him or some shit so that they wouldn't kill him. But PTSD, nigga, fucked up development, all type of shit that we not seeing on the outside. You got motherfuckers looking at shit on the external. That's why everybody's not happy. But when you go inside, you pay attention to the state of your mind, your emotions, where you're at spiritually. You start seeing a whole bunch of, you see the world entirely different. And one of the first things it'll show you is just stop blaming yourself for anything. Why do I speak English right now? Why do we live in America? Why are a majority of cops white? You can go down a list of people to blame. You can get mad at your parents, but who programmed your parents? Who taught your parents? It's an endless fucking nonsensical thing. Just go within and ask, what the fuck am I supposed to be doing on this earth right now? What is my path? What is my purpose? And it will start showing you all types of other shit. It will start showing you all that shit, and you'll start dropping programs, chains, all type of shit, ways of thinking about yourself that you picked up from being young and not knowing better because your parents have no emotional awareness or intelligence, or like it goes down so much shit that it's like, wow, that your entire identity disappears of how you used to be. You become an entirely new person. And that's why I'm like, I'm not afraid to come out here and talk this shit. Now I'm not. Before I was, I'm not gonna hold you. But I've learned enough lessons to know, like, I don't have no reason to be afraid. Nigga, my intuition had me in the ocean during a thunderstorm. I don't have any reason to be afraid of anything. All I gotta do is listen to my intuition. I just spent hours, my intuition was telling me the whole time I'm good, but it let me go through this, like, looking for shit. And I think it was on purpose. There's no such thing as coincidence. It could have literally just said, bro, stop, look right here, but it didn't do that. It let me go through the whole thing to show me, like, if your intuition is saying you're good, drop the panic shit. Drop the panic energy, let it be. There's always a reason. And I found that shit and I was like, oh my God, thank God. Right? So this is why I don't care about judging nobody. Bro, not even on no spiritual shit. I had to grow up experiencing sickle cell, dog. With parents that didn't know what the fuck they were doing, nigga. If I actually showed niggas what I went through as a child, nobody could tell me nothing. Because I ain't met not one person who could walk in my shoes. Nigga, I used to be sitting in pain for hours, days, weeks, a month once. It's not just, oh, my arm hurt or I feel sick. No. It felt like God was squeezing my spine. Snakes, it felt like there was fire and lightning in my spine and body. As a child, nobody can judge anything. Nature, dog. Now, this... nobody could judge or say anything about anything I'm doing. I'm so happy that it's ridiculous. I'm so happy I found this shit. So again, tapping spiritually, that's the answer. I feel like crying right now, nigga. I feel like crying right now, nigga. I didn't know if I was gonna find that shit or not. Oh my god, thank God. Because you gotta understand, it's not like I could have recreated it. I would have had to make something new, which would have been fine. I would still did it, but it didn't resonate. So thank God. So yeah, again, that's why, like, and another thing, like, it's around being other. It's you gotta get away from other people. If they not spiritually, I don't give a fuck if it's you by yourself. And the person I originally was learning from said this. I don't care if you gotta be alone. That is the best thing you could possibly do. If you lonely, you're not in tune enough with yourself. Or you need to speak to your intuition and say, where my tribe at? Right? You have to go at it like this. Don't go around people you know you're not supposed to be around. Because you're gonna get fucked over, especially if you're spiritually sensitive. You absorb their fuck shit. You absorb their karma. You absorb their trauma, their emotional issues. And you start living that shit. Get the fuck away from everybody. I don't give a fuck what you gotta do. Get the fuck away from them. I already went down the path, that hard path, and I learned that the hard way. I can't do nothing about it. But my intuition is also telling me, understand, even though you may think like you'd be in a better place if you hadn't, you did this for a reason. It was for a reason, and it was for a purpose. You just have to trust that at this point. And now it's not even just about that, because I know all that. It's about having the capacity to accept it. I know I don't have the capacity right now. I maybe have like 70-something% capacity to accept it. That's not good enough. That 30%, I can still feel it very strong. But that 30% about to get wiped out, so I ain't even tripping. I'm in here.